Hi, it's Catherine from Outsource Elite. I'm back today with Christian Phillips, the Senior Director, Global Channel and International Sales at Five9. Welcome, Christian.
Thank you. It's so good to see you again.
Good to see you. So following on from last time we spoke, we touched a little bit on AI and what you guys are doing over there. So specifically, I want to focus a little bit more on it this time, as Five9 is known for its AI-driven capabilities. Can you elaborate on how your particular approach to AI is transforming customer interactions through your platform?
Yes. So in my role, I get the opportunity to meet with customers and partners all around the world. And I really like the fact that when they're evaluating Five9 and we actually kick off a project, that they're always surprised at how flexible we are. When we take that practical approach to AI, I think it's clear that there's not a clear winner of who's the leader in AI today. And so when we actually come out there and solve these customer challenges and business needs, what we do is we actually have in the initial deployment the ability for you to select which vendor you want as the AI engine. And as we test it out and as we scope it, if you decide that there's a better fit for you, we can easily make that adjustment. And so Five9's agnostic approach really goes back to the balanced route to market strategy that we talked about last time, where we are going to make sure that our customers who invest in us are protected long term by maintaining that agnostic and we'll call it practical approach to AI.
All right. So integration is crucial for many businesses. How does Five9 ensure that with your AI engines that you're using, these integrate seamlessly with existing systems such as a CRM or an ERP or even, a phone system?
Absolutely. So we actually at Five9 have a library of pre-built connections to popular business systems that aggregate data in real time and combine it with Five9 data. So when we talk about our integration with CRM players in the world, we have some of the best and deepest integrations that have been recognized by them as a core differentiator of Five9. If I actually look at just what we did here in November, we announced some things about how we're doubling down with ServiceNow and enhancing our integration and streamlining self-service with them. If I go to Verint, we actually made a huge announcement in Q3 regarding strengthening our partnership in a new native cloud-to-cloud platform with bots and AI included in it. And even in December, we announced the latest release of our Microsoft Teams UC integration. So it's really cool that whether you are looking at a UC compatible solution, a CRM compatible solution, or a workforce management solution, we partner with the best in breed across all three of them and deliver a similar, if not unique experience based off the customer's needs.
And leading to such an amazing employee experience too. And so you really have that single pane of glass to work from, and just make for a better workday if you are if you are working in the contact center.
Absolutely. I'm really excited about where I think the vision of contact center is going. It's now becoming the heart of most organizations. It's now becoming that strategic asset. I think that, as a consumer myself, I can't remember the last time I went into a store and, window shopped and then bought something. I did it online. I did it through, a chat feature, messaging with them. I did it through social media. And all those things coming together mean that omnipresent capability that you have to have across all of the different UC, CRM, tech alliances, and the CCaaS platform is just getting deeper and deeper. Not to mention you're throwing this big layer over top of it called AI that needs to work across all of that. And so it's really interesting. I actually have a really great story if there's time to share.
Yes, please do.
Awesome. So we have a stand-up with our technical account manager team and our professional services organization quite frequently. And I really like how they are using one of our features in our AI Genius portfolio called AI Insights. If I were to be completely transparent, I have a soft crush on our AI Insights feature because what our technical teams are able to do with it and help those customers is incredible. So AI Insights will reach across all the interactions that agents have had for, let's say, 60 days. And then it will use the AI engine that the customer needs to basically help summarize where there could be improvements. And that can be very daunting when you look at trying to do that for a very large organization. So our TAMs, or technical account managers, are actually doing this by business across the line of business. So they're going to each department and they're saying, okay, it's tax season's coming up. Let's look at how we can make this easier for our tax department. And they'll run that same, call it AI blueprint play, and they'll use that interaction data to help drive out where there should be maybe some new IVA or intelligent virtual agents. They'll use that to figure out if they need to enhance security protocols with maybe an alliance partner like Pindrop. And then when they kick off that project, it becomes more consumable. When you look at it from a bite-sized perspective, how to make those continuous improvements. And then once that kicks off over 2 months, they move to the next line of business. Right. And then they run that for marketing. How can we improve our marketing experience? And then they do that for 2 months. And then they'll come back after, let's say, 6 months and do that again to show the improvement in all the metrics. And so that's a Five9 AI powered feature and offering that we have, that we are using not only to give you a pulse on your organization, but help unify that journey across the CCaaS platform, the CRM platform, the UC platform, and beyond. And so I really look forward to seeing how those insights can enable the supervisors and administrators to be so much more agile to the ever-evolving environment.
So you're running that business process automation scenario, and no longer are you just restricted to one particular area within the business. Suddenly that opens up all these other amazing places that you can use the same process and have these great outcomes as well.
Yes, it's all about trying to make it more consumable and practical, and not overwhelming everybody with all of the information that sometimes you can get from AI.
Sure.
And then accessing that library from Five9, where we've done this 10 times, we can deliver it in a fixed scope of work, and you have that certainty, that transparency in the costs, that we can deliver that ROI with confidence. And so that AI blueprints methodology is something you've heard about in our earnings call that just happened. That methodology is something you'll hear even our partners introduce, whether they are a system integrator or they are a reseller. It's really interesting how that can become a prescribed path to evolution.
Right. Very cool. So if we go back to the customer experience, because we talked a little bit about personalization within the organization. If we go back to the customer, how do you guys at Five9 enable businesses to deliver that highly personalized customer interaction?
I think that probably one of the most frustrating experiences you can ever have, and I'm going to use this as my example here, is when you are talking to an agent or somebody at a business and they realize that they need to get you to somebody else. And when they do that, it's a cold transfer. You just spent 5 minutes explaining your story, and then it's not, I'm sorry, I can't help you, you've got to go talk to our billing team. And so they transfer you to billing, and all of a sudden you're having to repeat yourself. We have simple AI solutions like Agent Assist Standard that allow you to transcribe and summarize and instantly bring that over to the other agent taking the call, even if they're taking it from a cold transfer. It will instantly pop up within their interface, and they can actually be able to see what did they say, maybe go back to a point to clarify it, and make that interaction a lot more seamless. And so I really appreciate that. Even if I don't even see the AI as a consumer, I know that the person I'm talking to is leveraging AI to make my life easier.
Yeah. No, talk about frustrating when you are calling your doctor and you have to do your medical number and all those sorts of things, and then repeat it again and again. It's awful. It's a horrible headache. So yeah, that's fantastic technology to just be able to, say it once and then end up with the right person that can help you with your problem.
Absolutely. I think that just taking that approach just on the back end, enabling those types of capabilities, will allow on the front end those supervisors and administrators to be able to say, oh, we've had like 10 calls today around someone trying to qualify using the fact that they're a Lyft driver. We can't approve them today because they don't have enough income, but we see that they do Lyft or something like that. And they can write a little card so that not only do they get that nice warm transfer of all the summarized data that was just given to the previous agent, but they can have a card that comes with it that says this customer has mentioned the word Lyft 3 times, and they are seeking approval based off of this secondary income. And that that cold transfer is now not just warm, it's extremely personalized for the next person, making you get to a resolution in what I like to call a one-call resolution, faster than ever seen before.
That's fantastic. Well, Christian, thank you for your time today. That's all we have time for, but I hope you will join me again when we can talk about some more future directions at Five9. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you too.